Good evening, dear Toastmasters and distinguished guests, and welcome to this Toastmasters meeting. It's a pleasure to see all of you here around in this warm and supportive atmosphere where each of us are here to grow, express ourselves, and step little further out of our comfort zone. And it's with discipline I give now the floor to our president, Mr. Eric Kondia, and I wish all of you a wonderful session.
Thank you very much, dear leader Yanis. Thank you very much, our big Pepe. Please sharing hands for him. Dear Toastmaster, dear guests, dear leaders, good evening and welcome to our 8th session of Digital Toastmaster Club. Tonight, the theme is act with consistency. In life, success does not come from doing something once. It comes from doing the right things again and again. Our club exists to help you overcome your fear on public speaking and become a better leader every day. To our guests, you are most welcome. You are in the right place to grow and express yourself. Let us enjoy, learn, and grow together. Thank you very much, dear leaders. Now our session is open. We will move for our second point, club business. I have 3 information to share with you. The first, Division B and E event. Toastmaster Club of Division B and E in Burkina Faso invite you to a special event. The theme is leadership and responsibility communication in the digital era. It is, we have many things for this program. It is for tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday, 25 at 2 IE. If you are available, dear members, go there because we have a wonderful program. The second information is our district conference. District Central Conference is from 21 to 23 May for the next month at Libreville. There will be a wonderful program also. We have speech contests, workshop, training, a good opportunity to learn and network. It is also an opportunity. I invite the member, if it is possible, to go there. The last information is election. Yes, we have, it is the end of the mandate. Yes, we plan to organize our election for the next session, 8th May. We will organize election for our club. We have 7 leadership positions available. It's open to the member in good standing. I encourage you to take leadership role, step forward, grow your skills. This is the free information for this point, the club business. Now we will move to other points. It is the talk of the day. Yes, the talk of the day, not last take a moment to reflect and inspire. I invite you to listen carefully. This talk of the day will present by our leader, Christian Tempore, our VP. Please, dear
Sorry,
leader, share the house.
please,
Give
President.
a hello.
Sorry to disturb you, but it seems like you should give the floor to, before giving the floor to the person in charge of the talk of the day, you should give the floor to DTM Isama to talk about the election. I forgot to put it on the agenda.
Oh, I discussed with our DTM. It is he gave me the permission to share the information for
Okay,
the election preparation. This is for this reason I didn't give him the floor.
no
Yes,
problem.
we can go ahead. We can go
Okay,
ahead.
sorry,
It
I
is
was not aware of that.
okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Now let's move for the topic of the day. Dear leader Christian Temture, our wonderful VPRP, we have the floor to comment the topic of the day. Floor is yours.
Okay,
Please
thank you
give
very
your.
much, dear President Kondia, dear fellow Toastmaster, distinguished guest. Tonight, I have the honor of sharing with you the thought of the day by Robert Collier. Success is the sum of small effort repeated day after day. At Toastmaster, this quote truly comes to life. Here, success does not begin with a perfect speech. It begins with raising your hand. It begins with daring to accept a role. It begins with stepping onto the stage despite nervousness. One small effort, then another, and then another. A speech today, an evaluation tomorrow, a small improvement the following week. At every meeting, we take a step forward, sometimes hesitant, sometimes confident, but always moving ahead. And this is where Toastmaster makes the difference. We neither move forward alone. We grow in a supportive and caring environment where every small effort is encouraged, recognized, and strengthened by the support of the group. This collective energy helps us stay committed even when progress seems slow. Because true success is not about impressing is one single evening. True success is about coming back again and again, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when fear is still present. At Toastmaster, consistency turns courage into competence and small efforts into real achievement. So let us continue to speak a little better each day, to listen with greater attention, and to accept those small challenges that over time deeply transform who we are. Because here as everywhere else, it is the small effort repeated day after day that build great success. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you very much, dear leader Christian Tempore. Success is the small effort repeated day by day. It is important, dear leaders, to try to do it day by day for the small effect. Now let's move Today is a special day. We have 4 new members who decided to join Digital Toastmaster-Club. And it is the time to make the ceremony for the intronisation. I would like to make sure if our new member, yes, I see Imelda, I see the leader Patrick, I see the leader Charles, Elika. You can't see me. What happened? Oh, sorry. Sorry, my camera doesn't work. Now it's okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay, donc I said that it is the time for to the introduction ceremony. We have 4 leaders, and we are very, very happy to have the 4 leaders who decided to join our club. Fellow Toastmaster, it is now our duty and privilege to indict le leader Sénat Charles Alopé, le leader Patrick Samandulgu, le leader Audrey Lela Dekone, le leader Imelda Ki, le leader Florian Savadbo, new member into Digital Toastmaster. This is an important occasion both for these new members and for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmaster seeking to improve their communication and leadership, and we now have an opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve. I will now call our new member forward and ask them to join me at the lectern. Please withhold your applause until the ceremony is completed. Induction officer calls each new member forward by name. Sénat Charles Alopé, you are joining a worldwide organization. I will call all of them. Sénat Charles Alopé, Patrick Samandulugu, Audrey Lela Kone, Imelda Ki, Florian Sabadgo. You are joining a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people learn to communicate more effectively. As member of Digital Toastmaster-Club, we will benefit from the program of self-development. We will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in inspire and sharing and enjoyment. Dear Vice President Education, have these new members been given an opportunity to discuss their needs and goals with the club? Have they been told how the Toastmaster program works and informed of the many benefits they will receive, as well as the obligation of membership? Dear Vice President.
Yes, dear Mr. President.
Who have been assigned as a mentor for these new members?
For the new members, Imelda Ki, the mentor of Imelda Ki is I myself, the VP. For Patrick Samwandulgu, His mentor is Eric Kondia, our president. For Leila Audrey, her mentor is Aisha Louise Traoré, IPP of Toastmasters'Club Club. Florian Sawadro, her mentor is Christian Tiemtore, our VP RP. And the last but not the least, Sena Alokpe. His mentor is the president of Platinum, Mamadou Sanogo.
Thank you very much, dear VPE. Will these Toastmasters please stand? Our new member, please stand. Has experienced Toastmaster, you have been asked to help these new members get off to great start. Do you accept this responsibility and pledge to share your knowledge and experience with our new members so that they can immediately begin to benefit from the Toastmaster membership? This is for the mentors. Dear mentors, are you around? Dear mentors.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Introducing to new members. This is now for the new members. Okay, thank you very much, dear VP. Dear new members, please stand up. Membership is this club and in Toastmasters International is a privilege that carry with many rewards. Yet, it also places certain obligation upon you. We are a group of people grouped together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. This means you must work diligently toward your own self-development, evaluate others' speech in a spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching its goals. Remain positive and keep a smile on your face. We ask you, our new member, to dedicate yourself to personal growth, to share with great gift with your fellow members, and to help keep this Toastmasters Club strong and dynamic. Please face your fellow members and affirm your membership by repeating the following words. New members, you have the floor. Open your microphone, please.
Okay.
I think I share the dear VP, we can also share. Okay. Let's go. The new member. Repeating this.
Okay. It's together?
Yes. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, go.
I
I, Senachal Adokpe,
follow
in
Judy
the
Kalila
presence
in the
no present
presence
of
of
my
my
fellow
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 members
members
of the
of the
of
digital
digital
Toastmaster Club
Toastmasters
DT
Club
Toastmasters
Make it seem obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each achievement.
applying myself
Safely myself to the project outlined
in the
in the
Toastmasters
Toastmaster education program.
to participate
Actively
actively in
in
club
club
activities,
activities,
to evaluate progress in a
others in
positive, constructive manner,
constructive manner,
to build
to
open,
build open,
friendly
friendly
relationships
relationships
with my
with my
fellow
fellow
members,
members,
and bring
and to
other
bring
new members
new
into the club
members
so that
to the club
they
so
can
that they
also gain
can
the benefits
gain
of
the
Toastmasters.
benefits of Toastmasters.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Will all club members please stand up and repeat your club pledge to its new members? Let's go together. 1, 2, 3.
With the members of the
Members
Digital
of the
Toastmasters
Toastmasters
Club pledge to support you in your quest for self-development, to provide you with
positive health and evaluation,
to
maintain
maintain a
a friendly,
friendly,
supportive atmosphere,
atmosphere,
give
give you
you
opportunities to help others,
others
and to make your Toastmaster members
Toastmaster
achieve
membership
rewarding and fulfilling
rewarding and
experience.
fulfilling experience.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now we have the certificate. I don't know if you have it online. We have a certificate for all of the new members. Congratulations. Please sharing hearts, applause for our new members for the welcoming. We have a certificate. Dear VP, you can share also perhaps 1 or 2 certificates. All of the new members have a certificate. The mentor also will receive the certificate. Okay, dear Audrey, your mentor will give you your certificate. All of the members, the mentor will, after our meeting, share the certificates. We have also Florian Sawarugo. Congratulations, dear leader Florian Sawarugo. Congratulations, dear leader Imelda Ki. Congratulations, dear Patrick Simon. Congratulations, dear leader Sena Charles Alokwe. Okay, thank you very much. We will also after share the certificate for the mentor. Thank you for all the person who will be volunteer to be the mentor for our new members. Our new members, welcome. Now it is the time to take the role, to deliver the speech, to take the floor, to encourage the member when they have a floor. Let's move to the other segment. Dear Toastmaster, dear guests, a good meeting does not happen by chance. It is led by a great leader. Tonight, we are fortunate to have a distinguished Toastmaster, a passionate leader, and committed communicator. She is a distinguished Toastmaster, a past president of Tuai Toastmaster Club, and a proud member of IPAD. In her professional life, she is a communicator and translator, a role that perfectly reflects her passion for the work clarity, and connection. Her personal goal is inspiring to strengthen servant leadership and contribute to building the capacity of other Toastmasters. Beyond Toastmaster, she enjoys travel and discovery, music, a true lover, and an expression. Her favorite quote say it all. Success is not pursuit, it is to be attracted by the person you become. And just a small person touch, she loves Boulevardier sauce with two. And her favorite color is red, the color of the passion, of energy. Dear Toastmaster, please help me welcoming with energy and enthusiasm our DTM, Sylvie Tourma. Dear DTM, the floor is yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, dear President. Thank you for this great presentation. We grow the most when we act, not when we stay comfortable. Good evening, distinguished Toastmasters, dear friends. I welcome you to this enriching Toastmaster session where every voice matters and every minute becomes a chance to grow through discipline. If this is your first time here, you are exactly where you need to be. Tonight, we invite you to embrace every moment, every opportunity, and every challenge with intention and, above all, with discipline. Let me briefly guide you through the structure of every Toastmaster session. We usually begin with the administrative session, where the president shares key updates about the life of the club, and it's a moment that reflects organization and discipline in action. Then comes the prepared speech session, where speakers deliver speeches they have carefully crafted as a part of structured learning journey. Sometimes we also have the table topic session, where mental discipline is tested and strengthened. Next, we move into the evaluation session. This is the heart of improvement. Here, speakers receive constructive feedback to refine their skills. It's take clarity to reevaluate, openness, and receive constructive evaluation and to continue improving. Now, let's be clear. Toastmasters is not just a speaking club. It is a practical learning environment where you develop communication skills, leadership, confidence, and human connection. And to our guests here tonight, if you choose to join Digital Toastmaster, you are making a powerful investment in yourself. You will not only learn to speak, you will learn to influence, to lead, and express your idea with clarity and impact. So I encourage you to stay engaged, participate, and most importantly, enjoy this experience. Because tonight is not just a meeting, it is a decisive step to the best version of yourself. And to guide us through the final stage of learning with insight and discipline, please help me welcome our general evaluator who will work with discipline and enjoyment to help us. He is a member of Toastmasters since 2017 at 2IE Toastmasters'Club. In the daily life, he is a monitoring and evaluation advisor. Has hobbies. He likes karaoke, live music, running, and cycling. His best quote is from Peter Drucker. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it. Please, with your virtual upload, welcome our general evaluator, Thierry Zungrana.
Thank you, dear Toastmaster of the Day, for this nice introduction of my person. Toastmaster, dear Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmaster, distinguished guests, tonight we have the privilege to witness great speaker. 5 voices will be raising tonight, 5 leaders in making. But a speech without evaluation is like a needful without a mirror. And that is exactly what our evaluation team is here tonight to do. Ken Blanchard said once, and I quote, "Feedback is the breakfast of champions." And if that is true, then tonight we are about to serve you a full meal. And I will not be cooking alone. I have with me tonight, a commendable and remarkable team. And each one will be playing a critical role during this session. I will start with the first member of my team. As all of you know, time is money. Time is everything in Toastmaster. And to keep us all on track tonight, I would like to introduce you our timer. It is a fellow member of Digital Toastmasters'Club. She just joined on January 2026. It is a water and sanitation officer by profession, and he loves traveling, reading, and music. He lives by the words from Tony Robbins: "The only impossible journey is the one you never begin." And tonight, it begins by keeping us all on time. Fellow Toastmaster, fellow guests, please welcome with a lot of emoticon, lot of art, our great leader, Abdraman Coulibaly. Abdraman Coulibaly, could you explain us the role, your role?
Thank you, my dear General Evaluator, for this presentation of my modest person. Thank you very much. And dear General Evaluator, fellow Toastmaster, and guests, respecting time of people who are listening to you is just respect your own leadership and to be grateful to your audience. As a timer today of this wonderful session, my role is just remind us the full respect of time. Like Theopas said in this quote, the time is the most precious thing man can afford to waste. To avoid this situation, I will use Tricolor as usual in Toastmasters session to help us to save our precious time. So please pay attention to my screen. I will show 3 types of color. Firstly, I will display green screen when I hit the minimum time. It means 5 minutes for prepared speech. Second time, I will display the orange screen when you have 1 minute left. Finally, I will display red screen to let you conclude your speech in 30 seconds. At the end, I will be called by my general evaluator and I will give my oral and writing report. So I have to leave this virtual lecture to my dear evaluator to pursue this constancy session. Thank you, dear general evaluator.
Thank you, dear timer, for explaining us your role. Now, we are moving to the next person in my team. Every every soul, every filler word will not escape to our next role player. He is a gender, peace, and security specialist. He's a man driven by purpose. His goal is to use his competency to build a world of peace, of prosperity. He loves discovering music, books, and it lives by Nelson Mandela. Powerful word that say, and I quote, "I never lose. I either win or learn." Tonight, please, let us welcome our great leader, Wilfried Sebgo, to explain us his role.
Thank you, dear General Evaluator and dear mentor. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My role tonight is the accounter. My responsibility is to listen carefully to all speakers and not any fillers words or unnecessary sounds that may reduce the effectiveness of a speech. This may include words such as or like, or repeated words, silences, and hesitations. Throughout the meeting, I will keep track of these verbal habits for each speaker. At the end of the meeting, I will present a brief report to help everyone become more aware of these habits and improve their speaking skills. My goal is not to criticize, but to help us to become more confident, clear, and effective communicators. Thank you, and I wish you all a great meeting.
Thank you very much, dear Manti, for this explanation of your role. Now we are moving to the last person of my team, the last but not the least. As you know, language is our most powerful tool. And tonight, someone will be watching how we use it, our grammarian. She joined Toastmaster in July 2025 at Toastmasters'Club. She is a specialist in business development and program quality. She enjoys football, a great supporter of Barcelona. She enjoys reading and quality time with family. She lives by a bold twist on Shakespeare. To be or not to be, I am. A reminder that she's already chosen to show up. Dear leader, please welcome our great leader, Ornella Lankwande Meda, to tell us her role.
Thank you so much for your brilliant presentation, dear General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guests. As grammarian today, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers here in the meeting. I will listening carefully to their use of the language. I will also take notes of any improper usage, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. It's also my duty to introduce you to the word of the day. And for today's meeting, the word is consistency, which means the ability to maintain steady control of one's behavior, action, and efforts over time in order to achieve a goal, even when you lack motivation. Some synonyms of the word of the day, consistency, are the following: steadiness, reliability, perseverance, as well as disciplines said. For example, we can say that the general evaluator consistency allowed him to maintain high performance even during challenging periods. And for today's session, I encourage all the speakers to use the word of the day. At the end, I will present my grammarian's report when called upon later in the meeting. And I will also comment on the usage of the word of the day. So let's stay consistent in using the words of the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear leader Olela Lankwande, for this brilliant presentation of your role. Please, I want to see a lot of reaction from you. I want to see hearts. I want to see thumbs up. Seems like the session is not well. Okay, now I'm happy. I'm happy to see that. Okay, as you can notice, today for this session, we will not have a listening evaluator. But I will ask all of you to pay attention to every moment of this session because it is an opportunity for all of you to learn. I also have in my team speech evaluator, but at the right moment, they will be introduced by the Toastmaster of the day. Without further ado, I will give the floor to the Toastmaster of the day to continue the rest of the session. Thank you very much. Dear Toastmaster of the day, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, dear General Evaluator. We are up to the prepared speech session. And for our first speaker, we have Aurel Adikpeto. But before giving the floor to Aurel, I will give the floor to her evaluator, who is no other than our own president, Eric Kondia. He will present the objective of speech 1 and speech 2.
Sorry, we will not have Aurel Adikpeto because she's not feeling well.
Oh.
Let's go to the next speaker.
I didn't see her, how do we say, her presentation. Yeah. Okay. So we will go next to the second speaker, and I will give the floor to our president to share the objective of her speech. Under your upload, please.
I think the evaluator of the next speaker is you get Tiago.
In the agenda, you said that he will be evaluating speech 1 and speech 2. Okay, no problem.
No, he will be presenting the objective of speech 1 and speech 2 because the same level. But as we don't have the first speaker,
okay,
I think Huguette will present the objective.
Okay, so dear Huguette, I would like to give you the floor to introduce the objective of, is it Bernice Ouedraogo? Bernice Ouedraogo. Under your upload, please.
Okay, thank you, dear leader TV Tugma. I am honored to evaluate the speech of Bernice Ouedraogo. The purpose of her project is for her to practice vocal variety and body language. And the title of the speech is The Wellness Start Here. She has 5 to 7 minutes to give her speech, and I really encourage her to give her best self, and I can't wait to see her in action.
Thank you so much, dear speech evaluator. Ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker of this evening is a pharmacist by profession and a proud Toastmaster since 2026. She lives by a powerful belief from Albert Einstein. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Between swimming, cooking, and traveling, she brings balance, creativity, and curiosity into everything she chooses. Her favorite color is white, reflecting the charity and light she brings in this stage today. Please Join me in a warmly welcome to our speaker, Bernice Wedraugo, under your virtual upload.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Mahatma Gandhi. Good evening, distinguished guests and fellow Toastmasters. As a pharmacist, let me ask you a simple question. When a patient enters into a pharmacy, do you think that is here to make a simple purchase, or is he here to get a treatment? Most people think that patients come to buy medicines. In fact, they enter into the pharmacy with a problem, a doubt, or a stress. In that moment, we pharmacists have a choice. Just sell something, or really to try to help patients. Today, I'm going to explain you that motivating a patient to buy a medicine isn't just about boosting our sales, but it rather creates an atmosphere of trust and peace of mind regarding the improvement of his health and the durability of the relationship. To explain this, I will follow 3 steps. First, I will explain how well-being is our starting point, and then I will describe how the pharmacist helps to avoid future problems. And finally, I will show why trust makes patients choose to pharmacists. When pharmacists listen to a patient, we offer him his first moment of well-being. A patient may ask for a simple vitamin because he feels tired. This is our hook. To motivate him, we must value the feeling. In our pharmacy, well-being is the yes that opens the door. If I suggest a high-quality supplement or a specific skin treatment, I'm not just selling a product. I am answering the patient's stress with a professional solution. By focusing on how he will feel tomorrow, more energetic, more confident, we make the purchase a positive choice. Well-being is the bridge between his problem and our expertise. However, a good pharmacist does not stop at the immediate feeling. He looks further. He looks what happens in the future. This is where Gandhi's service to others becomes very clear. Sometimes patients don't know they need protection. Let me take a very common example. Antibiotics. We all know that antibiotics are necessary to kill bacteria. But the bad side is the fact that they also attack good bacteria in our stomach to lead to painful side effects. No, this leads to a painful side effects. So instead of antibiotics, probiotics are sometimes the solution. Encouraging a patient to buy a probiotics as a supplement to his treatment is the best service pharmacists can provide. I often tell to my patients, if you take the antibiotics alone, you fix one problem, but you create another one. If you take the probiotics, you protect your body. We are moving the patients from buying a cure to investing in a healthy recovery. We use our knowledge to prevent pain before it even starts. This is not just a salve, it is a professional shield. But why do they listen to us instead of looking for a solution in internet? Because internet has no heart. Patients choose the pharmacy because of the trust we build. When I say, I recommend this specifically for you because I know your history, the patient feels safe. They aren't buying a box, they are buying my years of study and my commitment to their safety. This human connection is what makes the final decision. Trust is the final trigger. To conclude, our mission as pharmacists are to transform a simple visit into a life-changing habit by starting with a well-being, moving to a prevention, and build a trust. We do more than just manage a business. Following Ganji advice, we lose ourselves in the service of our passions. And in return, we find the true meaning of our profession. We are not just selling, we are caring. As also Hippocrates said, let food tie medicine. Let us help our patients choose health every single day. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, dear Bernice, for this great speech about well-being and how you as a pharmacist can help us. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So we move straight to our second speaker of the evening. But before giving the floor to the speaker, I would like to introduce the evaluator. As you know, some voices evaluate, others elevate with discipline. A Toastmaster since 2024 from 2IE Toastmasters'Club, she walks a path where every experience becomes a lesson. A humanitarian worker by profession, she listens beyond words, observes beyond the surface, and speaks with purpose. She is guided by a powerful mindset. I never lose. I either win or learn, from Nelson Mandela. Whether she is traveling, walking, or simply listening to music, she carries with her a quiet strength, the kind that transforms feedback into growth. Tonight, she will guide us into the heart of the speech by presenting its objective with clarity and insight. Please join me to welcome Geneva Ballo.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for this great presentation. We all need people who will give us feedback. That's how we improve, from Bill Gates. Dear Toastmaster, tonight I have the privilege to evaluate Josiane's speech. Her speech is about the title of her speech is The Lady in Red. In her speech, She will share some aspect from her own experience as a protege. For this evaluation, I will focus on her vocal variety, her voice, eye contact, and body language. Sending my all encouragement to Josiane. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, dear Geneva Balo, for this great presentation of the speech objective. Ladies and gentlemen, some people wait for the right moment, others create it time and time again. Our next speaker is one of those individuals, an executive assistant by profession, a proud member of 2IE Toastmasters'Club since October 2024. She's building her journey with intention, growth, and purpose. Time after time, she believes by a powerful statement. The best way to predict the future is to create it, by Peter Drucker. And she doesn't just believe it, she applies it time and time again, between dancing, walking, capturing moment through photography, and exploring entrepreneurship. She expressed creativity in many forms. And just like her favorite meal, futu and grilled fish, her presence is rich, authentic, and memorable every single time. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to be inspired once more and time after time. Please welcome our second speaker, Rinde La Zosiane Ida Wedrago, under your warm applause.
Good evening, dear Toastmasters. I hope you hear me very well. Okay. Today, I want to take the floor to speak with you about the lady, a big lady in red. That is the title of my speech. When I first arrived at the Toastmasters Club, Chuai, I didn't know anyone. I was looking around and observing. And then there was her, a presence, confidence, and most of all, she was dressed in red, elegant, with an African touch, impossible not to notice. At that moment, I told myself, if I have to learn from someone here, it will be her. I didn't even know we were assigned mentors, but in my mind, I had already made my choice. Today, I would like to share this story with in just 3 simple parts. First, how I approached her, and second, what she has taught me, and finally, what I hope to pass on to others. At the end of the meeting, I gathered my courage because honestly, it is not easy to approach someone that impressive. I walked up to her and said, "Hello, I don't know you yet, but I would really like to learn from you." She looked at me with kindness, and she smiles and answered simply. At that moment, I didn't know yet if I had just found a mentor or passed an interview. So, what did I learn from her? She gave me 3 essential things. First, confidence. She helped me dare to speak. Second, practical advice. With her, every speech becomes a change to improve, and sometimes to redo. And finally, I took example to her posture, her calm, her confidence. Sometimes she teaches without even speaking, showing a big engagement with the class. And what did that change in me? I came to express myself, to grow. Today, I didn't just come here to observe. And this transformation, I owe a big part of it to her. So naturally, it leads me to the last part, what I want to pass on others. If one day I become a mentor, I hope I would like to be someone what she has been for me. A presence that inspires, a voice that encourages, and sometimes someone who corrects. Today, I want to say thank you. Thank you to that woman in red who caught my attention. But most importantly, thank you, Sylvie Tugma. Yeah, my mentor is Sylvie Tugma, Howard Ditcher. Because sometimes in a room full of strangers, it only takes one person to change a journey. Thank you again. I applaud with you. I'm proud with my mentor, and I just thank you. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear Rimdela Zosiane Ouedraogo, for your beautiful speech and for your kind words toward me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we are moving straight to our third speaker. But before giving the floor to the speaker, I would like to introduce her evaluator. Ladies and gentlemen, there are evaluators who listen, and there are those who observe truly, analyze, and elevate. A Toastmaster since March 2023, member of Platinum and Waga Forum Toastmasters clubs, he has been sharpening not only his voice, but his vision. As a research manager, he is trained to look beyond the obvious, to question, to understand, and to bring clarity where others see complexity. Guided by a powerful philosophy, in the confrontation between the stream and the rock, the stream always wins, not by strength, but by perseverance. From Jackson Brown Jr. And that perseverance, you will feel it in the depth of his observations, in the precision of his feedback, and in the value he brings to every speaker he evaluates. Between traveling and reading, he feels a mind that never stops learning. And tonight, he will help us all to grow. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the evaluator of DTM Ada Speech, Mamadou Sanogo, under your virtual upload.
Thank you so much, dear Toastmaster over there, for this introduction. Dear fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests and visitors, creative, effective visual aids. Here is the title of this project. The purpose of this project is for our DTM to practice selecting and using a variety of visual aids during a speech. She has to complete this project in practicing the skills needed to use visual aids effectively during a speech. She may choose any type of visual. They may use a minimum of one but no more than 3 visual aids. And as an evaluator, I will be focused on the effective use of any and all visual aids. The use of these aids should be seamless and enhance the content of the speech. She asked me to focus on a voice and vocal variety. Dear DTA, you are already a great speaker. I can't wait to deliver my report. Back to you, dear Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, dear Mamadou, for this great presentation of DTM speech. Ladies and gentlemen, some people design spaces, others design impact. Our next speaker does both. An architect and urban planner by profession, she has been shaping not only cities, but leaders since joining Toastmasters in March 2017. Past president of Waga Ekla, former Division C director and logistic manager of District 130, her journey is built with vision, structure, and bold leadership. She lives by a timeless truth. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It's because we do not dare that they are difficult, from Seneca. And clearly, she dares. Between swimming, reading, and traveling, she explores both inner and outer worlds, always seeking depths, always expanding horizons. Her favorite color, blue, reflects calm, strength, and clarity, qualities you will feel in her presence. And just like her favorite meal, soy skewer, she brings something simple, authentic, yet unforgettable. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to experience a voice shaped by vision and courage. Please welcome our third speaker, distinguished Toastmasters Ada Yaya Bokum, under your virtual upload.
Thank you, my dear Toastmaster of the evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Toastmaster and distinguished guests.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you.
Good evening, DTM.
Today, I didn't bring charts. I didn't bring statistics. Today, I want to share with you the fruit salad of personal growth. And my agenda will be about a pineapple, a strawberry, and a banana. Pineapple, strength and authenticity. Strawberry, growth through fragility. And banana, adaptability and timing. So let's go with the pineapple. The pineapple is hard on the outside, raw, protective, and not easy to approach. But inside, sweet, rich, valuable. And I want to ask you some things. How many of us are like this? In the reality, we build walls. We protect ourselves because sometimes, due to our past failures, rejection, or fear, we want to protect ourselves. But personal development begins when we understand this. Your strength is not your armor, is your authenticity. And the pineapple teaches us you don't be soft to be kind. You don't have to be soft to be kind. You don't have to be perfect to be valuable. And you don't have sometimes the hardest people, because sometimes the hardest people carry the sweetest potential. So don't judge yourself or other too quickly. Take the time to cut through the surface. Let me continue with strawberry. Look at the strawberry. Small, delicate, easily damaged, but it's one of the most loved fruit in the world. Why? Because it doesn't try to be strong like the pineapple. It embraces what it is, soft, vulnerable, and real. In personal development, vulnerability is often misunderstood. We think if I show weakness, I lose respect. But the truth is, growth begins where comfort ends, and vulnerability is the doorway. And the strawberry touches us. It's okay to feel. It's okay to fail. It's okay to not have everything figured out. Because every time you allow yourself to be seen as you are, you become stronger than you were pretending to be. That is the reality. The third fruit is banana. Banana is the most underestimated fruit. It changes quickly. Green, yellow, and brown. Too early is not ready. Too late, it's ignored. And life works the same way. Opportunities have timing. Growth has phases. Personal development is not about being perfect. It's about being ready. The banana teaches us adapt to change, accept your season, and don't compare your timeline to others. Sometimes you are in your green phase, learning, sometimes yellow, thriving, and yes, sometimes brown, struggling. But every stage has value. Even a brown banana can make the best banana bread. Banana bread is my favorite cake, and I can share with you my special recipe. So, What happened when we combine all of this? The strength of the pineapple, the honesty of the strawberry, the adaptability of the banana. We create something powerful with all. A complete balance evolving human being. Personal development is not about becoming on things. It's about embracing all part of yourself. So the next time you doubt yourself, remember, be strong, but stay real. Be vulnerable, but keep growing. Be adaptable and trust your timing. And maybe, just maybe, your life isn't meant to be one fruit. It's meant to be a fruit salad. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, dear distinguished Toastmaster Adayaya Bokum, for this great speech about the importance and the different qualities of fruits. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are landing to our fourth speaker of tonight. But before introducing the speaker, let me introduce her evaluator. Some voices guide, others serve, and a few do both with purpose. As a program officer at Swiss Corporation and a Toastmaster since 2021, he is currently leading as president of Waga Bridge 2, a role that reflects commitment, vision, and service. He lives by a principle that defines true leadership. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. A quote from Mahatma Gandhi. And service is exactly what he brings to the stage tonight. A lover of reading, especially African Nobel voices in English, he feeds a mind that seeks depth, perspective, and meaning. With the calm strength, he reflects in his favorite color, light blue. And the simplicity of his favorite dish, rice with peanut sauce. He embodies authenticity and tolerance. Tonight, his role is essential. He will help us understand the objective of Betsy Sigali's speech, helping us to listen with intention and understand with clarity. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome at the virtual stage Salifu Sare under your warm applause.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you for a fantastic introduction of myself. Today, I have a great pleasure to evaluate the speech of Madam Mrs. Betsy Singali. The title of the speech is Creating Effective Visual Heads. The purpose of this speech, this project, is for the member, Betsy, to practice selecting and using a variety of visual aids during the speech. As evaluators, I will be focused on several key criteria defined by Toastmaster International Evaluation Form. First, notice effective use of heads. Topic selection. This topic can be easy to use visual heads. Also, I can be focused on core speaking skills, just to know if I will evaluate fundamental public speaking skills, including clarity, variety, vocal variety, physical gesture, eye contact, and so on and so forth. The speech is scheduled for 5 to 7 minutes. we are looking for a presentation where the topic and visual heads connect perfectly to create outstanding and fantastic speech. Dear Toastmaster of the Day, I will make a report when General Evaluator will call me back. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear speech evaluator. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the speaker. I haven't received her presentation, but I know she has been Vice President Education, and she has also been District 130 Table Topic champion last year. She's also a speech coach. These are the information I know. So it's my pleasure to welcome at the virtual stage dear Betsy Stigali for your speech. Under your upload, please.
I don't see upload. If there is no upload, I will not start.
Yeah, I send it. I send it.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, dear DTM, for the warm introduction of my humble person. So first of all, I will ask you to watch this video with me. Just say if you can hear what is in the video.
You finally
Can
landed
you
that
hear?
first job or stepped into a new role. Everything looks good on the outside, but inside, there's a voice whispering, "You're not good enough." That's the imposter. You start doubting your qualifications, fearing you'll be exposed as a fraud. But here's the truth. Every professional, no matter how successful, has felt like this. What you're feeling isn't a flaw. It's an invitation to grow. Step by step, confidence is built, not born. The key? Acknowledge the voice, but don't let it drive. You're not an imposter. You're just new. And new is a powerful place to be.
Okay. I want to be sure that you have listened to the video. Yes? Yes, great. So today we will talk about the imposter syndrome. What is the agenda of my speech is the video that you already watched, and I will explain you what are the type of imposter syndrome, what is the defense mechanism, and what is the solution to fight against imposter syndrome. So, what is the imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome is like the sensation that you have to not be exactly like you are. It's like a sensation you have to seems like you are too small if they and to think that other people are too high, and when you are in a meeting you think that your voice is too small to be explained and you are not in the right place. So imposter syndrome is not a lack of ability, it's a distorted perception. Look at this woman here. She's a very beautiful woman, but when she look at her, she look like she's too small. She doesn't have her place. It's like she doesn't have enough to say. And this is a problem that 70% of people and professional has at a moment of their career imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome has 4 forms. The first form of imposter syndrome is the perfectionist. It's like a person who wants that everything should be perfect. If you give him like a work to do, he will always find that it's not exactly like I want. It's not exactly, I see that it's not perfect. So he doesn't want to go ahead with his project because he thinks that to go ahead with something, it must be perfect. But the perfectionist is a form of fear, because when you want to be perfect, you waste time and you are afraid that other people discover that there is a little mistake. So the perfectionist always want unrealistic goals, and he has the fear of failure and is over detailing. So when you give him a job, for sure he will waste time to do it. That's the first form of imposter syndrome. The second form is the super achiever. Is someone that want to do everything. You give him a job, he say I will do. Another people give a job, he say I will do. So he want to do everything, because for him, if he said no to a job, it's like he don't have any value. So his value is because he is overbooked. He has a lot of work, because he doesn't want other people to say, I'm not happy with you because I give you this job and you don't do it for me. So always at work, always busy. But that is another type of fear. The fear to show that you can be busy. The fear to show that you can sometimes you may not have enough time to do everything. It's the second form of imposter syndrome, the super achiever. The third form is the natural genius. It's someone, when you give him a project, he wants to be perfect in everything. So he wants to do all the training, to have all the information before doing the project. So when you give him a project, he will waste time, because he will need time to be expert in everything. And the fourth type of imposter syndrome is the loner. There is some people, even in your company, never want help. When you ask him to help, he say, no, no, I will do it. Because he think that when he asks help to a colleague or another person, it's like it's not enough. He cannot do it himself. And that is the fourth type of imposter syndrome. And people who have imposter syndrome, they're always working hard, and they always avoid evaluation, and they always seem that they are not in the right place, and they are always afraid. The right things to know is that you are not an impostor. You are just a human. And a human can have success. A human must accept help. A human don't need things to be perfect to go ahead. A human don't need to do things alone. A human don't need to accept all the job to prove that he can do anything. A human is just a person who can do things. If it's not perfect, you can go ahead. If you have job already, you can say I cannot do this. If you have a something to do and you are too busy, you can ask for help. And if you do that is it's not because you are asking for help, you are asking for someone, you are asking for other expertise, that it means that you are not good enough. So the world is not about being perfect, but it's about being like you are. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow, great speech about the imposter syndrome. I will fight it all the days of my life. I will fight this syndrome. Okay, now I will quietly request from the timer to provide the report for the 4 speakers, for the evaluator to deliver the report. Timer.
Okay.
The time of the 4 speakers.
Thank you, dear DTM, for the speech, for the floor. The first speaker spoke for 7 minutes, 10 seconds. I mean, Berenice. The second speaker spoke for 5 minutes, 57 seconds. 57 seconds. For the dear DTM Adayaya Bokum, she spoke for 7 minutes, 10 seconds. And finally, Bestie Sigali, my dear, spoke for 7 minutes, 2 seconds.
Thank you so much.
Our speaker.
Thank you so much, dear timer. Now I will land off the virtual floor to the general evaluator, Thierry Zungrana, with his team to evaluate the session. Under your warm upload, please.
Thank you, dear DTM and Toastmaster of the night. Now it's time to reap what we sow. We had the privilege to get, as I told you at the beginning of the session, a full meal that has been even served with dessert, full of banana, strawberry, and pineapple. We had the privilege to see speeches that has been delivered with discipline. 4 voices has risen tonight. But I have to tell you that evaluation is not a judgment. It's a gift. And tonight we have a talented team ready to offer that gift to each of our speakers. We'll now hear from our speech evaluator one by one. Each speech evaluator will take the floor for approximately 3 minutes to share their observation. Without further ado, I will give the floor to the first speech evaluator, who is you get Yago. Don't know if you are ready. You get Yago around? Hello.
For giving me the floor. Please help me to congratulate our dear leader, Berenice Wederagomo Sege. She did an amazing speech. I really like the subject according to pharmacists, the relationship to pharmacists and patients. I really like the subject. So, for the general comments, I would like to congratulate her too because she was on time. Congratulations. We learned a lot about your speech. We learned a lot about the relationship between pharmacists and patients. We were able to understand how pharmacists try to help patients. Personally, I used to be angry with pharmacists because sometimes you go to pay product and they don't want to give it to you. And today I was able to understand that they see more than what you see. We learned that it is not just about selling product, but it is more about caring, building trust. It is more about connection between pharmacists and patients. So thank you for that. Now, I will go for the evaluation itself. I'm going to divide it into 3 parts. I will give you first where you excel, where you may work on, and where you need to challenge yourself. So, congratulations for the clarity of your voice. The purpose of the speech was also see your vocal variety, and you made a lot of effort. Congratulations for that. And also congratulations for the clarity of your English and your ability to capture attention, your confidence, your eye contact, your comfort level. You use a lot of quotes in order to help us to understand. Congratulations for that. Now, where you may work on next time, try to be more focused. When you are giving your speech, I don't know, you were thinking about who, you were not focused. Okay, so next time try to be more focused. And
Okay.
you may work also on gesture. You see, you have a lot of space, and especially for this speech, it was focused on vocal variety and gesture. You may run away, the space is for you. So next time, try to be more, to do more gesture. So now, I challenge you to quickly go for your next project, and congratulations once again, you successfully achieve your objective. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, dear leader Igetiago, for this constructive and positive feedback. I'm very impressed by the level of detail you have been giving during your evaluation. And I want to join my voice to you and also encourage our great leader, Bernice Ouedraogo, to continue progressing on a pathway. Now we are moving to the next speech evaluator. The evaluator of the speech of Josiane Rindela is Geneba Balo. I don't know if our leader, Geneba Balo, is around to give us the evaluation of Josiane Rindela.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for giving me the floor. And I please join me in congratulating Josiane for this beautiful speech. Josiane, I really like your title, The Lady in Red. It was very mysterious. It made us want to listen immediately, and I couldn't wait to discover who is this lady. For my feedback, as concern your voice, I think it was very clear, and we could understand every word of your speech. The message you explained the role of a protégé perfectly. We understood that being a protégé is about learning and being open to advice. Your speech here, beautiful, show us the connection between the protégé and the mentor. You explained that this relationship is built on trust and learning. It was clear that the mentor provides guidance. You as the protégé were ready to grow. As concerned the area for improvement, to make your next speech even beautiful, I was two suggestions for you. Vocal variety, you have a good voice, but try sometime to change the volume or speed when you talk about, for example, for the lady in red, to create more emotion. And even for as concern your body language, since you speak about a person who you think the person is specific, try to use more hand gesture to describe this person. And to conclude my feedback, Josiane, your speech was very inspiring and well organized. You met the purpose of the project by defining mentoring with a beautiful personal example. I look forward to your next speech, and I am rooting for you. And congratulations again. Thank you. The floor is your general evaluator.
Thank you, dear leader Geneva Balo, for this constructive and positive feedback that I think and I believe will help our great leader, Zosiane Ouedraogo, to improve. Now we are moving to the next evaluator of the third speaker. And the next evaluator of the third speaker is the president of Platinum, Mamadou Sanoko. Dear leader, you have the floor to give us the evaluation of our DTM, I mean Distinguished Toastmaster, for the new people who just attended the meeting. Sometimes we are used to use a DTM without explaining what is DTM. Of our DTM, Sylvie, our DTM Adaya Yabukum. Dear leader, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, dear General Evaluator. Congratulations, dear DTM, for this, as Sigali said in the chat group, for this fruitful speech. You use a metaphor to explain us the links between fruit and personal growth. Well done. I learned from your speech, each fruit we often eat include a specific skills we are looking for to grow, to develop our personal. Dear fellow Toastmasters, my evaluation will be in 3 key points. The first one, where she excelled. The second, the area of improvement. And the last one, some suggestion to improve for the next time. What about the excellent points? I really appreciate the introduction of your speech. You clearly highlighted the plan of your speech by showing each point is a fruit. I also like the visual aids you use. The different visuals were simple, just a picture of fruit, and that make your slide very clear and easy to read. The next point of excellence is also, I can say, your voice and your vocal variety. I can say loud and clear. That means your voice was clear. We could easily understand you. Sometimes you raise your voice to focus on key points and then loud, and you know where silence should be. I really appreciate that. And you also deliver your speech within the allotted time, 7 minutes, 10 seconds. For the next time, I suggest you your conclusion. I will expect it a slide and showing the 3 fruits combining, and next each fruit the skills corresponding. Just suggest you for the next time to add this last slide to conclude your speech. And what else? That is the key point I suggest you for the next time. Overall, I personally really appreciate your speech and help us to learn more about each fruit. And I invite you to quickly move forward to your next speech. Back to you, dear General Evaluator.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for our leader for this sweet and fruitful feedback given to a DTM with discipline. It's not easy to evaluate a speech of a DTM, but our evaluator succeeded in that. Now we are moving to our last speech evaluator, the last but not the least. And the last speech evaluator is the evaluator of the speech of Betsy Sigale, that I will call our dear leader, President of Waga Bridge, Salifu Sari. Dear leader, you have the floor to give us
Thank you, General. Thank you, General Evaluator. Sorry, my computer battery is out, so I will follow this meeting with my phone now. So I have a trouble with my camera, so I can give my evaluation without a camera. Sorry for that. Betty, congratulations for your outstanding speech. I very appreciate this speech. You achieve your goal with courtesy and clarity. I learned many things about your topic, about imposter syndrome. I know now there are 4 forms of syndrome. Basically, I learned many things about that. Thank you for this speech. What I really appreciate, first, you select at least 2 visual heads, a video and a slide. A fantastic video to introduce your speech. I really appreciate it. It was at light, conducive to use these tools to introduce. It was a fantastic visual head. Also, you give statistics. I know today 70% are concerned about this syndrome. You had something on my knowledge. You didn't use simple visual to repeat the word. You give information through your speech and your visual that you use. I really admire also the clarity and the connection, the strong connection with your visual aid and your speech. It was very fantastic. Also, your master, you spoke English. Your voice, it was clear. Your gesture was really connect with your speech, and it was easily to follow you on your speech. Thank you for this fantastic speech. What can I give you to improve this fantastic speech? Maybe you can diversify the color of your slide to give more emotion when you are talking about different form of syndrome. It was very important to diversify, maybe red color to blue, that can give emotion for your slide. Also, maybe you can finish or can use a quote to explain more, to give more evidence to your subject. Thank you, BC. I really appreciate. Go for your next step. I encourage you to use again visual to show how to give more emotion to your speech. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluators.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Thank you, dear President, for this very detailed feedback given with discipline, because we have heard a lot of things with so many details. I think it will help our leader, Bessie Sigali, to improve. Now we are done with the evaluation of the species, and I will call back the role players to give their report. I will start with the first role player, the arc hunter. I will call my mentee to come and give us the report, and we'll see if people have been speaking without hesitation.
Thank you, dear mentor. Eric Kondia make 1 or 2 3 repetitions and 1 hesitation. Thierry Zungrana, 2 hesitation. Sylvie Tougma, 1 hesitation, 2 or 1 R, 2 repetition. Ornella Lankwande, 1 repetition, 1 hesitation. Huguette Yago, 1 hesitation. Bernice Wedraogo, 4 repetitions, 2 hesitations, 1 silence. Geneva Balo, 1
Germenti, is it okay? Seems like we lose our... Okay. As we lose our counter, we'll move to the next report. Before we move, just want you to give a round of applause for the report, even if it was partial. I think we had an idea of how people have been speaking and also an idea of different hesitation. We move now to the next role player, our grammar.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, connection was bad.
Okay.
Can I just end by Josiane, 1 air, 2 repetition, 2 hesitation, 1 silence. Bokum, 1 silence. Salifu Sare, 1 hesitation and 1 repetition. Sigali, 1 repetition. Sanogo, 1 hesitation. Timer, 2 and myself, 1 repetition, 2 hesitation. Thank you and sorry.
Okay, great. Congratulations for this comprehensive report, because we can notice that you even evaluate yourself. Congratulations. Now we are moving to our next role player, the grammarian. We have here the doctor of Shakespeare. She will give us a report according the usage of the Queen's or the King's language.
Thank you so much, dear General Evaluator. So, congratulations to the team tonight. I think we stayed disciplined in using the word of the day. I was able to hear at least 6 times the people using the word of the day. But all that say, I would encourage everyone of us to improve next time and to use most the word of the day. I was also able to spot the following improper grammatical uses, and these are the suggestions for improvement for the next time. So for the leader, Abdraman Koulibaly, instead of saying like screen, we can say for the next time screen. Instead of saying support, we will suggest spelling support. For leader Thierry Zungrana, yeah, instead of saying driven, driven. Perhaps next time we can suggest to say driven. And I was also able to hear words like treatment. We can say treatment. Also, instead of saying great, we can say great. And also word like approach, we can say approach. And instead of saying mentor, we can say mentor. And finally, the following word, codes, or thought were the one I liked the most during the session. And I will start by our dear leader, Thierry Zungrana. He keeps using words like keep tracking, the last but not the least. These are some good expression that we can try to also incorporate in our use of the language. DTM Sylvie Tuguma as well had very nice words during her speech, like speak with purpose. This really speaks to me, yeah. I was also able to catch up the quote by Peter Drucker that say the best way to predict the future is to create it. And I think currently we are all creating our future and it will be bright. And the last term I also liked during the session was a mind that never stops learning is a mind that is going to grow. And finally, thank you to the leader, Aya Bukum. I really liked the title of her speech, The Fruit Salad of Personal Growth. I almost get hungry. Yeah, so that is the end of my report. And thank you so much for all your effort and contribution.
Thank you very much. I want a round of applause for our great leader, the Doctor of Shakespeare, that gave us a wonderful feedback report with discipline. Now, let us move to the last but not the least. That is something that was highlighted by our grammarian. The last but not the least, role player of my team, who were keeping about the time. I want to call here our great leader, Abdraman, to give us the report, the timer report.
Okay, thank you, my dear General Evaluator, for this floor. Okay, our session starts at the time, I mean 6:30. And for the evaluation, for the administration part, for 17 minutes, we took 22 minutes. It means that we lose 5 minutes, but the most important thing, we catch up it at the education part. For 1 hour, 3 minutes, we took 55 minutes for this part. We gain 8 minutes in this part. For the next part, evaluation, we took something like 40 minutes. We're supposed to end up with our wonderful session at 8:45, but it's currently 8:70, 27. Sorry. This is my report for this session. Thank you.
Thank you, dear timer, for this wonderful report according to the usage of the time. Now it's time for me to give an overall report of this session. The first thing that I can notice that is the fact that we started on time. At 6:30, I heard the person in charge of the sergeant at arms that called the session and gave the floor to the president. I also appreciate the fact that we started before, we opened the salle before. We had the privilege to hear good music. And also during the session, you can realize that when someone is taking the floor, this person is highlighted and you can see this person correctly. It's a way of arranging a room when it is virtual, because we are a digital club. So we have also some way to make the session good for people to follow us. Another thing that I really appreciate is the session related to the club business. The president have been able to give the different aspects of club business with clarity, very detailed and structured. This is very a commendable thing that we should keep on doing. We had the privilege to have great speaker, prepared speech that we really enjoy. We learned a lot about the species, and we noticed that the speaker put the time on preparing the speech, but also delivering a good quality speech so that we'll be able to learn something and have something take away. But we also have area of improvement. First of all, is the fact that I noticed at the beginning of the session, some people were not able to update their background. I saw some people with the background of last session or the background of other session. This is something we should be paying attention for the next session and try to update our background for the session that we are doing. I also noticed that it's true that it is a virtual session, but the pins, I didn't notice pins on people. I will encourage you to use pins because it's also our identity, a way for us to show that we are proud to be Toastmaster. Overall, I think it was a good session. We also have a great Toastmaster of the day that conducted the session with fluency. And I think Digital Toastmaster is on a good way of giving session of quality online. I'm done with my report. Thank you very much. I don't know if I should give the floor to the Toastmaster of the day again, or if I should give it directly to the president. According to the agenda, I am giving it directly to the president.
Okay, no problem. I should have concluded, but no problem.
You can go. I think I forgot to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight was not just a meeting. It was a journey of voices that dare to rise, of ideas that found their wings, of courage that stepped forward, sometimes trembling, but always moving. We listened, we spoke, we learned. And somewhere between the first word and the final upload, something shifted. Confidence grew a little stronger. Connections became a little deeper. And each of us walked away a little better than we came. This is the magic of Toastmasters, not perfection, but progress. And as I conclude my role as your Toastmaster of the evening, I invite you to carry this energy beyond this virtual room into your conversation, your leadership, your life, because nights like this are not meant to stay here, and they are meant to transform us. And as Les Brown reminds us, there are 3 types of people: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who don't know what happened. But tonight, we made things happen through Digital Toastmasters. Thank you so much, dear President.
Thank you very much, dear Toastmaster of the day. Please, can you share it again, emoticon sharing a lot of her for our Toastmaster of the day, our very, very dynamic DTM, Sylvie Touma. Thank you very much, dear DTM. Yes, we spend a wonderful time with you. Thank you. You engage energy during this session. Thank you, dear DTM. Now, let's move to the step. We are coming now to a very important moment at Digital Toastmaster. We value the feedback of our guests. And also we will give the floor for the leaders who don't take the floor during this meeting. Are you some guests? Let me see. I don't identify a guest today. Please, are you a guest? I will give the floor. The person who don't take the floor during the meeting, please give your name, your occupation, and the main information. I will start by Kanyala. Dear leader Kayala, please put your camera if it is possible and give your name if you are a member, if you are a visitor, if you are a guest, your occupation. Leader Kayala. Okay, let's move. Our leader, Lawrence Sempore. Dear leader, Lawrence Sempore, we didn't hear you today. Can you present yourself?
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Lauren Tempore, and I'm a member of Digital Toastmaster.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, a dynamic member, Lawrence Sempore. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Let's go. I have a special visitor, President Serge Henri Ilvudo. Please, you have the floor. Thank you for your coming at our session. We appreciate.
Hello, my dear friend and leader, Eric Kondia. Happy to be here in this evening, in this night for this wonderful session. I really appreciate your session. I learned a lot of many person who speak here tonight. I just want to congratulate you and your committee for your leadership, for your commitment. Just give you this word for you. I just want to encourage you to progress in your project. Thank you for the flow. I wish you a good end of session.
Thank you very much, dear President of Waga Eclat. Waga Eclat is our sponsor club. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all things you did to help this new club to go step by step. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go again. I will give the floor. Our new member, Sénachal Alopé. You have the floor. Dear leader Charles.
Yeah. Good evening, dear leaders.
Good evening.
I'm very happy to participate to the session. I would like to thank all of the leaders to accept me as a new member. I would like to thank also my dear President, Mr. Collier, for his leadership. It's a really pleasure for me to be with you. I hope to learn more from you and to become like you, a great leader. Thank you and have a good night.
Thank you very much, dear leader Senator. Welcome again. We encourage you to take the role. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, our leader Kayala sharing his apologies because she's still driving. She's still driving. This for this reason she didn't take the floor. Well received, dear leader Kayala, and thank you for your coming. Let's move. I know the name. The name is Supese. Please, this leaders can present himself. The Supese. The name is Supese. When you see the screen, you have the floor.
Is it me? Hello?
Supese. Hello, yes.
Is it me?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Go.
Is it me?
Yes, it's you.
It's you.
Sorry, my background is not that really good. So would you allow me to speak without the video?
Okay.
The background is black, so
Okay. We see it.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
So I joined the meeting on the flow. So you were already giving the species evaluation. So I'm sorry for being so late. I was in another meeting. So when we shut down there, I decided to join this one too. So I can't say that much about the whole session, but what I want to say is just discipline is very important in whatever thing we are doing. Without discipline, you cannot achieve success. It's what I can say is when I was listening to people talking, I didn't have the opportunity to hear the speeches, but I know that it was with discipline that these things has been run. Sorry for not having too much to say because I joined it very late, but I hope next time I will be on time to take part to the whole session. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you give us your name and
okay,
if you are a guest or a visitor?
Yeah, I am a visitor. My name is Ibrahim Sampaligre.
Okay.
Yeah, Ibrahim Zampaligre, and I am from this ministry, and I have been taking part to the TraceStar. I was even the VPRP on the mandate, I think, 2021.
Okay.
I was the VPRP of the TraceStar Toastmasters'Club at the year 2021. So I'm a Toastmaster.
Thank you, dear Toastmaster. Thank you.
And I know some people here, Sylvie Tugma and Adayaya Bukum.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, dear leader. Thank you for your coming. And we hope to see you again for our next session. Thank you very much.
Hopefully I'll be back soon.
Thank you. Now I will give the floor the president of Imoja, Marie Budo.
Dear President, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for giving me the floor. As you said, I'm Maria Ilbudo from Umoja Online Toastmaster Club. So, as Ibrahim just said, we were in another meeting with outstanding leaders. We just had the meeting and I decided to join your own meeting. So congratulations as you did it. With discipline, you achieve the goal of this session tonight. And I don't have a lot to say, just to give you a word of motivation because we used to limit ourselves with thought. And as for me, I choose to leave behind those thoughts sometimes, which is if I make a mistake, I will fail. This is a common thought that we share. And now as a Toastmasters, I realize, like Zig Ziglar said, mistakes mean I am learning. So anytime you have the floor, maybe to give a word in English or to express yourself, don't hesitate. Don't say to yourself that you are not able, you are going to make a mistake. No, you need to try. And as you are trying, you are making your own way. So congratulations once again.
Thank you very much, dear President. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Hope to see you for the next session. I will give the floor for our mentor, dear mentor, Jose Witrago. We have the floor.
Thank you, dear President. Sorry, I cannot put my camera. I would like, I'm Jose Wedraugo. I am the mentor and sponsor of your club, Digital Toastmasters.
Yes.
And I'm the IPP of Waga Ekla. I'm very, very proud of what you have done and what you did in this club. Congratulations to you and to all your staff. And I encourage you to continue in the same way because at all your sessions, you have many people and it's because you hold very good sessions. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, dear sponsor, dear mentor. Thank you for your support. It's your advice will help our club to grow, to go step by step every day. Thank you for all things you did for Digital Toastmaster. Now I think that I move to take the impression of our DTM. Today we have 3 DTM. Wow, it is wonderful for digital. Let's go with he is also our sponsor, DTM Issa Madugu. The floor is yours. DTM Madugu.
Am I audible?
You can
you
hear
hear me?
Now, yes.
Okay. Thank you and congratulations, my dear President, for that wonderful session. I was following you in the same time. I was having another meeting with
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, DTM. And now
in digital and what you are doing,
mm-hmm.
what you are doing, I'm it's just amazing. I'm really just encourage you to keep going in the same track, and I'm sure that digital will be a great club. And
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. DTM
under your in the team.
Thank you. Thank you very much, our sponsor, DTM Madogo. Thank you for your advice. Thank you for your support. Now I will give the floor over DTM. DTM Ada Bokum. She did a wonderful speech, but now it is to give us his feedback to help us to grow. DTM Ada, you have the floor. DTM
I
Ada.
think that DTM leaves. She leaves.
She leave.
Yeah.
Okay, the last DTM Sylvie Tourma. We have the floor.
Thank you so much. What can I say? As Raffles Medley once said, we learn best in moments of enjoyment. I would like to encourage you to take every meeting as a chance, not to speak only, but to become more confident, more courageous, more impactful. So please take roles, take the stage, take the risk, because growth lives just outside your comfort zone. And everything you are becoming starts with one decision. Just show up during the club meetings and try. Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear DTM. Thank you. Well not for that words. Thank you also for this wonderful role play, like the Toastmaster of the day. We appreciate it. Very, very appreciate it. Dear Toastmaster, now it is the end of the meeting. Dear guests, we have come to the end of this wonderful session. Really, really, at the end of the Friday, sometimes you have the energy that I don't know. The time was go very quickly because we have a wonderful speaker, a wonderful role player. Tonight we learn a lot of, we learn the role pharmacies and the patient, the importance of the mentor, the syndrome of the imposter, the fruit salad of personal growth. Yes, it was very, 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 very wonderful. I would like to congratulate our speakers. I would like to thank you, the role players, the Toastmaster of the day, the evaluator, the speaker. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you also for our guests and visitors. Special thanks for Imoja. Please share the hearts for Imoja. Thank you, Star. Thank you, Tour.ai. Thank you, Waga. I hope I didn't forget. Traveler, Inofaso. Thank you very much, dear leaders. Your presence make our group stronger. Let us remember small action done consistently create big results. I look forward to seeing you at our next session. Together, let's keep growing. Thank you. The meeting is now closed. had a good weekend. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we have our GPO. Please come in at 2 It is a good event done. Family picture. Please put on your camera. We take family picture. Many people leave, but it is important to take family picture. If it is possible, put on your camera.
Show us your best smile for our family picture, please, and turn on your camera, please.
I encourage the person who would like to take the role play for our session to contact our VP. Yeah, thank you. Family picture.
Please turn on your camera and show
Hey,
us.
I forget platinum. Wow, dear President. Sorry. Thank you for your coming. Thank you for the role play. Thank you, dear President. I hope I didn't forget our club. Our club of Christian. Christian, we have a bilingual member. Okay.
Where was this?
Where was this? Thank you for where was this? Geneva Balo. It is Wara Women Leaders.
2IE.
2IE.
Okay. If it is 2IE, I don't forget. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay for me.
Okay, thank you very much again. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
And see you next session. Thank you, President Serge Henri Ilbudo.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and see you next time.
Imoja. Thank you, Ibrahim Zalam.